Good afternoon. My name is Carl Owen. I'm Country Manager for UKEAS in Vienna. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the IELTS writing module. A lot of students that we see in our offices who come here to practice and study their IELTS is that many students do not have a lot of input for the writing test. By input, I mean that students do not often read enough sample answers. In the task 1 writing, students have to describe information about trends and graphs and also a process. And in task 2, the students have to give an argumentative answer to a task. However, many students have not seen a lot of examples of the task 1 and task 2 answers. As a result, it's very difficult for students to plan and to imagine what they need to put on the paper without having the experience of seeing many sample answers. As a result, at UKEAS, we encourage students to take questions, plan for these questions, and then read a sample answer. So for example, for a task 1 essay, you have 20 minutes to write it. We advise you spend 3 minutes to plan the essay, 15 minutes to write it, and if you have time, 2 minutes at the end to check your answers. Now, a very good way to practice for the task 1 and task 2 essays at home or with a study group of your friends is to take a question which has a sample answer. You can find this in a lot of books. You can also find it on the internet. There's a very good website called IELTS /net. We'll put the details up for you later. This website has many, it has about 80 or 90 sample answers to questions. Now, what I suggest you do to improve your input and therefore your knowledge of the structure and content of IELTS writing answers is to take a question, allow yourself for task 1 exactly 3 minutes to plan your answer. So within that 3 minutes you will need to look at the question, provide a topic introduction, such as this graph shows the number of people flying to America from around the world in 2010. That would be your topic sentence in the introduction. Secondly, you need to provide an overview, which is the general trend of the graph or the information. So within 3 minutes, you need to practice taking the information from the graph, writing your topic and your overview sentences, and then also planning for the body paragraphs. There are usually 2 body paragraphs, and by looking at the information in the chart, you need to decide which information you put in paragraph 1 and which information you put in paragraph 2. You need to think about what content in paragraph 1 you group together, such as similar trends, and also you need to think while you're planning about what sentence structures and vocabulary you'll use. Once the 3 minutes is up, then what you can do is to look at the sample answer that you have and consider how your plan equates to the sample answer. You might find that in your plan, your topic sentence is perhaps missing some information when you look at the sample answer. You might perhaps find that your overview is different to the sample answer. Perhaps yours is too long, perhaps it's better, perhaps you think it's better than the sample answer. Then you can look at the body paragraphs in the answer and see how your plan relates to that. And in this way, I think it's a very good way to give you, like I say, the input, because without input, it's difficult to produce output. So by going through lots of questions, planning for 3 minutes, and then reading the answer, is a very good way for you to understand the structure, content of a typical IELTS task, whether it be task 1 or task 2. Briefly, for task 2, I would advise you to spend 7 minutes to plan, 30 minutes to write the essay, and then if you have time at the end, 3 minutes to check. So again, to practice at home, you can spend 7 minutes to plan your introduction for task 2, your content in the body paragraphs, and the conclusion. After 7 minutes, again, you can read the sample answer that you have either from a website on the internet or from one of your books, and then see how your planning and your ideas, how they relate to the sample answer. This way, you can spend a short time to get a lot of input, and I think you'll find that if you spend a few weeks or even a few days doing this, it will really help your understanding of the IELTS writing and prepare you very well for the test. Any questions about IELTS, please come and see us, and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you.